What's going on, everyone? CJ back here with a brand new episode of the Madden 24 St. Louis Sentinels Franchise. That is right, welcome back. Week 13 here in the franchise, and good time, I think, to check on some player stats, see who is doing what, when, how they're doing it, and how they're getting it done. Taking a look at these Sentinels here, we have Sam Howell, first in the league in passing yards and touchdowns, and we have the first place offense, but as you can see on the screen here, we are dead last in defense. This is how our season's gone from jump, man. Not too often, I don't believe, would you see a quarterback in the NFL lead the league in passing yards and or passing touchdowns, let alone both, and still have a sub 500 record. But that's your St. Louis Sentinels. That's what we've come to expect from Sam and the boys. Sam, I mean, look, is it great numbers? Yes. He's nearly at 4,000 passing yards, again leading the league. 29 touchdowns, 19 picks. The 19 picks is too much, but it's still decent enough touchdown interception ratio, but only completing 50% of his passes. Sam is an anomaly. That is all I can say. He is an anomaly. How about Brian Robinson, though? Closing in on 1,000 yards rushing. He had a very tough start to the season. Pretty sure at one point he was sub 4 yards per carry, and now he's up to almost 4.5 with 8 touchdowns as well. And Antonio Gibson, although he hasn't been a tremendous factor on the ground, he actually is averaging more yards per carry than Brian Robinson, but he has been semi a weapon in the receiving game, and that may just be enough for me to bring him back on a 1 or 2 year deal. We'll see how it shapes up. Terry McLaurin, though, almost 1,200 yards receiving, and his Ohio State teammate Curtis Samuel also over 1,000 yards as well. So a really good duo here of receivers. They've combined for 18 touchdowns. They both average close to 100 yards per game. And I think that we have our wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2 pretty much set for a while. Of course, we just gave Curtis Samuel a contract last episode, so he's going to be here. Jahan Dotson, pretty good third option. Logan Thomas has had some flashes of okayness, I guess, if you want to call it that. And then Gibson and Robinson, semi-factors in the passing game. Defensively, Cam Curl actually leads our team. 2 safeties. Our safeties lead our team in tackles. Very interesting. You don't see that too much. However, you probably think that Cody Barton with a very nice 69 tackles, had he not been injured for the last few games, and he's got one more week. He's not going to play today against the Dolphins. He'll be back the week after that. But you got to figure he would probably be leading the team in tackles had he not been injured. And then TFL's, oh my goodness, sweet sister Francis, Jonathan Allen has 32 tackles for loss. I'm going to check the NFL leaders here in a moment, but that is just, he's got almost as many TFLs as he has regular tackles. That is insane. Not a lot of sacks, only 3 sacks out of that, but he has shut down the run game. Chase Young, Deron Payne, our defensive line, got some good TFL numbers as well. And then, as a matter of fact, after the 3-sack performance last week, Deron Payne now leads our team in sacks at 5. Haven't really got too much pressure, but I mean, there's some sack numbers around there. You know, it could be a lot better, but still a lot of football left to play. And then interceptions, our 2 corners have combined for 5. Emmanuel Forbes and Kendall Fuller. Quincy Williams has 1, and Jeremy Reeves randomly has 1 too. Terry McLaurin, number 1 in the league in receiving yards. Cooper Kupp not far behind, and then actually Curtis Samuel's 3rd. So we got 2 Sentinels in the top 3. And obviously when you have the NFL leader in passing yards, you're going to have some receivers with some big numbers. Terry not leading the league in touchdowns, though. OBJ is actually taking that crown as of right now with 13. Maybe Terry can find the end zone here a couple times in this Miami game coming up, and he can reclaim his throne there. But defensively, I got to see TFLs. It's got to be Jonathan Allen, right? Well, I guess they don't show my Sentinels in the NFL stats because surely, but that would just go to show you. Let's check the NFC here. See, oh, it's not even close. Jonathan Allen nearly doubling Aiden Hutchinson and Myles Garrett in the AFC. 32 tackles for loss. As this season progresses, I'm going to have to see what the single season leader for tackles for loss is, but Jonathan Allen is an absolute game wrecker when it comes to stopping the run. We also now know that tight end Paul Logan is a true top 5 talent. So in order to get JJ Ford, which after last week, oh my God, after last week's performance from Sam Howell, I am going to try my diddly darndest to get JJ Ford. But Logan Paul, the 6'5" vertical threat tight end, the Wisconsin Badger, he is a true top 5 talent. And I've talked about him multiple times. I mean, how do you go wrong with great to elite in every single category? And we need a tight end because Logan Thomas is our number 1. He should not be a number 1. And everything for the most part is A's and B's across the board. Couple C's in there, a D in stamina. But Logan Paul Logan, he is going to be the real deal. Did we get anybody else up to 100%? I know we looked at Justin Hayward. We made him a focus player, and he's the pass coverage archetype guy with A zone coverage and also C block shedding. So he could end up being very good. And he's also lots of phenomenal athletes in this draft class. I will say lots of phenomenal athletes, but you know, kind of what I'm looking at here, somehow try to get JJ Ford and Paul Logan. George Williams is the 6'9", probably generational talent wide receiver. He's not supposed to go till the 3rd or the 4th, so I will definitely be trying to get him. Should be easy to get. Craig Calhoun is going to be on our team too in some form or fashion, but just as a kick returner to start, I mean, he is a burner, a very great athlete. I mean, look at the great to elites on him too. And he does have A, deep route running, and B, spectacular catch. As a UDFA, he probably will see the field, but the kick return is going to be somewhere in the A to the C range, and that'll probably be at least how he sees the field initially. Also, Darren Nix, the center from Virginia, is 100% scouted. He's projected to go in the 3rd to the 4th, but a true talent round 2 to 3. I haven't talked about him too much. Maybe I mentioned him in one of the earlier episodes, but we do need offensive line. I know we have a center, a young rookie center, Ricky Stromberg, but he's not really that good, and having depth on the offensive line is never a bad thing. So if we get Darren Nix and he's a higher overall than Ricky Stromberg, yeah, it's a no-brainer. Great core attributes, B's and A's. Also a really good athlete. Again, not projected to go till round 3 to 4. So guys like Darren Nix and Craig Calhoun and George Williams, they should be pretty easy to acquire. But overall, I am very impressed with this draft class, and I think we're going to have some pretty good hidden gems in here. Taking on the Dolphins and their high-powered receiving offense. They are 5-6 though, so it hasn't really materialized too much for them. They're 5-6 and we're 5-7, and I'm pretty sure it's a no-brainer when you're playing the likes of Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Yeah, you defend the deep pass. I mean, come on. These guys put up a 70 bomb on a team, the Broncos, in real life. So yeah, we're going to defend the pass. Obviously, no questions asked. And as far as our offensive game plan, I need to go we're going to go throw it medium to start. Jalen Ramsey, of course, he'll probably be playing in this one. He's not playing in real life because of the knee injury. Hasn't played up until this season, but he'll probably be here in Madden. And, you know, where they got Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard, great receivers. I'm surprised that they're only 5-6. That's very odd, but we know that means nothing here in Madden, and it's probably going to be a struggle here in this one today. Trying to get the gold medal here with Brian Robinson to maybe get a dev tray upgrade in practice. I now know that it's possible because Bangle here on YouTube, shout out to Bangle, he did it with I think it was a defensive tackle, but I know that it is not a myth or an urban legend now. So can we possibly get it with Brian Robinson to move him up to superstar X, or not superstar X Factor, superstar development? We won't get it, but I do know it's possible now. Gonna be a tough one here today, guys. We know the Miami Dolphins can light it up. We are still without Cody Barton. We have Jamie Collins, the veteran that we just signed last episode. taking his place, and we are also without our guard, Andrew Wiley. So the rookie out of Utah, Braden Daniels, is stepping in to take his place. They got Jalen Ramsey, they got Tyreek Hill, they got Tua, they got all the people that you know and love. At least we are back in Sentinel Field, though, so maybe having the home crowd behind us can do us some good. And I'm going to go with the alternate uniforms again. Why not? Just got to spice it up a little bit, keep it fresh, but let's go try to get this dub, guys. Without further ado, let's get down to Sentinel Field and get ready for the game. Gonna get to see the Sents offense first here as Jason Sanders, the kicker, boots it away. I mean, offense was pretty good last week against the Cowboys, save for a couple untimely Sam Howell mistakes. But I really thought that, you know, our receivers got involved here. I'll move my face cam over so we could take a look at Sam's stats, which, again, don't even matter because he has all these great numbers, but the only stat line that matters is the wins and the loss. And right now, we got more L's than we have W's. And I really think that, unfortunately, Sam Howell shoulders most of the blame for that. You know, how could he really not? So we're going to start out here in the single back. Going to go play action here. Going to maybe be, oh, we got pressure automatically. Are they going to give me grounding for that? They better not give me grounding for that. There's no way I wasn't outside of the pocket. If that's how we're going to be starting this one, okay, well, buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. It might be a bumpy ride here. So we're going to test these corners here on the left side early. Might have Dotson, which I kind of like him. Can we get it to Dotson? No, we can't. How many times are we faced with these 3rd and longs? That intentional grounding call was complete crap, though. I got to be honest with you. That was complete crap. We're going to go to Terry. He might actually have it. He does, and fights forward. Oh, man, the defender there, Julian Love, the safety, kind of pushed Terry towards the sticks. And you know what? I got to be aggressive here to start out. It's 4th and 1. We just almost got a big conversion. I have got to be aggressive to start out because just like with the Cowboys game, we left all those points on the board. Also, I really want to test Jalen Ramsey on, if this was 2nd down, I would, but not on 4th and 1. Let's just pick this up with B-Rob. Should be money in the bank, and it is. I got to be aggressive, man. I got to be aggressive. We left so many points on the board against the Dallas Cowboys, and that is ultimately why we lost that game. I think, Terry, you need to streak. You have got to go streaking. Also going to have maybe John Bates or Curtis Samuel there, but I want to get Terry more involved. We're just going to go to Samuel, our security blanket. Curtis Samuel just had, 180 yards, I want to say, last game. He is picking up where he left off after getting the big contract extension, and Curtis is pumping up the home crowd here in Sentinel Field. And that was not play action out of single back X bunch nasty. Just for all my people who know, I call that play once per game. That was just a regular PA cross, and it was a coach suggestion. So leave me alone, okay? Brian Robinson picking up 3, trying to sift through traffic. We'll come out 3 wide receivers shotgun here from the 30-yard line. Got some slants going. We're going to try Jahan Dotson. Pick from Julian Love. Pick from Julian Love to start this thing out. And that I will take the credit for that one. That wasn't Sam Howell being Sam Howell. That wasn't Madden being Madden. I tried to fit it into a tight window there. You know, it wasn't the worst of reads, but it definitely wasn't a good one. And we're giving away points, man. We are giving away points, and you cannot do that when you play good teams. Look at Tua. Only 2 interceptions on the season. God almighty, we have got to change that today. We cannot let Tua start getting it going with these high-powered, fast, speed demon receivers that he has. I think we're going to always have to be using a man on Tyreek Hill. I think that's just what has to happen. He's going to go to the tight end, though, Elijah Higgins, the rookie from Stanford, able to pick up 9 there. We might see a little bit of Devon Achane, not Chain. He made that very clear. Of course, probably just lost him for the season or a good chunk of it in real life. They just placed him on the injured reserve, but he will probably play in this one here. We'll see if he sees the field. There he is right there, as a matter of fact. and upended there by Jamie Collins, the new middle linebacker, holding him to a gain of 2. Got to shade over top with these receivers, man. Got to always be shading over top. They are so lethal in the passing game with their speed. Gonna go to Jalen Waddle there, and he does pick up a nice gain, but he stopped a bit short of the sticks, and it's 3rd and 3. So I know Tua can kind of, at least in Madden, he can kind of get a little flustered back there in the pocket. So let's go nickel blitz. Let's go nickel blitz, see if we can get somebody in the backfield, and it's going to be a give to Achane, and he's met there. He is met there by Jartavius Martin. We avoid disaster by turning the ball over on our last drive. Dolphins are not going to be able to score, and that should bring out the punt unit, which indeed it will. Jake Bailey, the 5-year pro from Stanford, going to boot it back to Jahan Dotson. So this game's starting out pretty similar as to how the Cowboys game started out. Cowboys game, nice juke there by Jahan too. Probably should have let that go in the end zone, but no matter. Cowboys game started out kind of similar. I think we threw a turnover early on in that one as well, and it did not end up resulting in Cowboys points. So this one kind of starting the same way here. We're going to try to go outside to Antonio Gibson. Gibson has a contract coming up, and you know, he might, actually, we're going to flip this. We're going to go, no, we can't. Dang it. All right, whatever. We're going to try this side, and he is brought down there by the linebacker, only able to pick up 1. 2nd and 9, Sam going to come out shotgun, tight formation, got some little mesh concept going here. We're going to try Logan Thomas, who did get open on the outside, and Thomas is able to pick up a 1st down. We got just enough protection. You know, this Dolphins defensive line is, they're okay. They got Christian Wilkins, and they got Emmanuel Ogbah. They got some okay players, but nothing really too crazy, and we might be able to take advantage of that today. Brian with a nice run, picking up 7, and we're able to get this to the 35. Looking for a healthy dose of Brian Robinson today. We're going to give it to him on the inside zone. Got a nice block there. It's a flag. Tell me that's not hold. It's going to be holding. I know it's going to be holding. And it's holding. So 1st down is negated. Who's the culprit? It's Brandon Scherf, who is easily our best offensive lineman. So I guess you can't really be too mad at him. I mean, you can, but it's kind of slim pickings on this offensive line here for the Saints. Now, Logan Thomas, going to be looking his way. He's got single coverage. If he, oh, Logan, there he is. There he is. I said it. Logan, run. Logan, run like Forrest Gump. Okay. He didn't run like Forrest Gump. He wasn't trying to chase after Jenny. But what am I talking about? I'm not 100% sure.
Are you stupid or something?
But what I'm trying to talk about is Logan Thomas just picked up a huge 1st down. Ball still on the 30, so we are in Joey Sly field goal range here. So just got to be smart, be careful. That was not smart or careful. And that takes us out of field goal range, at least for now. David Long Jr. able to get us the 5-year pro from West Virginia. They want me to go gun verticals. I mean, you guys see it. It's in coach suggestions. I'm not just picking these plays just for my health. It's in coach suggestions. So it is a very good play, I think. Let's just try to pick this up and keep the drive going, please. We got, that's such a bad, oh, Samuel had a chance on the bobble. It was such a bad pass by Sam. It was tipped by the corner. Curtis Samuel still had a chance. Unfortunately, we're going to have to punt again. Nice punt by Tress, though. Can it, it checked up. It's going to be a touchback. That was, you know what? I'm glad. Because I just feel like every time I get them on the 1 or 2 yard line, they freaking kill me. Could be a 99-yard run or something like that. This should be a run to, it's going to be a end around, actually. Can somebody please get to him, please? That's Cedric Wilson Jr., the wide receiver. He picks up a nice one on the end around. That's going to take us to the end of the 1st. Missed opportunities. That's the storyline after 1. Missed opportunities. We had an interception. There was a drive killer. We had a sack that pushed us out of field goal range. Almost had a completion to Curtis Samuel on a tipped ball, but it was not to be. Just, we could have had points on that drive. And no, I'm not tanking to get the good draft picks. Look at Chase Young. meeting Achane there in the backfield for a loss of 4. We still have to figure out what to do with Chase's contract too. We have not negotiated him yet. He still remains in the negotiation period, and he's probably going to be looking for a healthy sum of money. So we got to figure out what we want to do with old Chase. Going to be a check down to Raheem Mostert now. Spelled back in. It is a completion, but only for a gain of a couple. Big 3rd and 10 coming up. We're going to send a little bit of pressure to his way again. I know he gets flustered back there here in Madden sometimes, so if we can, well, we almost got to him and forced an errant throw. It was Chase Young with the pressure. So Chase's name is getting called quite a bit in this one. But this is why we lose games, because teams give us these chances early on, and we can't capitalize with TDs. And this one, not even points in general, but especially touchdowns. So if we don't score on this drive, I don't know. I'm going to have to go bust out the My Chemical Romance and the Hawthorne Heights, and the Fallout Boy might be getting a little emo over here. We'll come out gun empty here on first down. Or not empty. We got Brian Robinson to our right. My bad. Diami Brown, he just got upended there by Jerome Baker, the OHIO Buckeye. Nice tackle, nice stop there by him. Brian Robinson now gonna be looking to hopefully pick this up with him. All he needs is 2. I can't even ID the mic that I want to ID up, but whatever. We're gonna snap it. We're gonna run behind Brandon Scherf. Oh, nice block by our fullback there, Alex Arma. He just almost pancaked somebody. We don't really call his name too often, but Alex Arma threw a nice block. We're gonna come out play action. Might have McLaurin. It is Terry. If we can get it to him. Thank you. There's Terry trying to make some men miss. Okay, Terry having a good game so far. That time we had great protection, rolled out with Sam Howell. He's drinking the protein shake or whatever. Maybe he's cracking a brew. I don't know what Terry does. Terry does whatever he wants to. He's the St. Louis savior. But look at that protection. Nobody there in the backfield even close to Sam. That's what I got to see more of. Coach Suggestion wants us to go PA cross. So you know what? Damn it, we're going to go PA cross. It's not out of the single back X bunch nasty, and it is a coach suggestion. So could this be the play that we need to Samuel? I think it's money to Curtis. There we go. And you see it was a coach suggestion. I try to call coach suggestions as much as humanly possible. Only time I really don't is if it's like that 4th down, for example. I know I wanted to go screen pass. Coach suggestion wanted me to punt, or if it's like some crucial situation or something like that. But I would say 85% of the time I rock with coach suggestions, and that was a big one. And we really needed that. Getting into the end zone, when the Dolphins have a goose egg on the scoreboard, I really did not want to settle for 3. Now we're not going to have to, and our defense is also playing good as well. Staying with this pressure on Tua, he's coming out empty, but I just feel like if we can get him flustered. Oh my God, ball batted. Intended for Jalen Waddle. We had a chance from Kendall Fuller there to maybe get the batted pass, but unfortunately it was not to be, and that's going to bring up 2nd down here. We're guessing pass, and we're shading over top. I am probably shading over top for this entire game. I mean, I probably am. Tua scrambling, got some pressure. The routes were locked up. Tua throws it out of bounds. Only 3 for 6 for 18 yards, but I'm taking that with a grain of salt because we know with these receivers that they have, that could change seemingly in an instant. So always got to be locked in and laser focused on defense. Where's Tua gonna go? He's scrambling, and we're able to stop him. He picked up 8. He got very close, but Jartavius Martin, the rookie, was there to meet him, and they're bringing out Jake Bailey again. So we have the worst defense in the NFL in terms of yards. Maybe that can change a little bit. We can climb that leaderboard today. So far, we're doing a great job of holding the Dolphins to not a lot of yards, but the Sentinels are a second half collapse team. I hate to say it. You guys know if you watch these videos, though. The Sentinels, they are a second half collapse team. So often we have held teams to 0 or 3 or whatever, and then we just bombed in the second half. So let's not do that today. 1st and 10. Who wants to get open? We're going to give it to Thomas again. Didn't really like that route. Probably a good thing it was incomplete. Ooh, I think, methinks, I came out play action, but Curtis Samuel has a linebacker on him, so I'm going to audible into a more traditional pass, and it could be a quick step drop, which it is. Curtis drops it in the bucket. Gotta love the pre-snap adjustments. I came out play action rollout in pistol, and I saw that linebacker / defensive end on Curtis Samuel, and I knew it was Curtains. It was Curtains. You see what I did there? Yeah, that's right. Another key 3rd and 8. Don't know if we can kick this field goal with Joey Sly. It would be a tough one. We're going to have Brian Robinson block. Who wants to go ahead and get open on this play? Is it Curtis Samuel? Is Curtis Samuel just the best thing since freaking sliced bread? Is he the St. Louis savior? No, he's not. Oh, he just punched David Long. We are in field goal range now, so just don't do anything dumb. CJ, Coach CJ Smalls, or real life CJ Smalls, either one. Oh, got pressure instantly. Can we get it to Robinson? We do. He also has blockers, making some men miss and picking up the first down. Sam Howell, 201 yards here in the first half. Lots of scrums and stuff going down there on the field here. We're going to try to take this clock down as far as we can, but the Devil's tempting me there on the outside. The Devil is tempting me there on the outside. That is Jalen Ramsey, but that is also Terry McLaurin. Can he beat him in press? I think he may have. Oh my God, Jalen Ramsey almost made me look like a straight fool. Yeah, maybe we don't do that again. That might be a smart thing. Maybe we don't do that. Let's ID up this guy's the mic here. He's going to be blitzing. Terry in single coverage again, but I just don't trust it. We're going to go Logan Thomas. Look at Logan. Logan, fight forward. Okay, actually, that's probably best case scenario because I want to kill some more of this clock. 8 seconds to go here. Let's kill as much clock as possible. This is going to be an inside zone to Brian Robinson. Can he get the score? He kind of did a little bit. I don't know. They said touchdown, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that. But that was the best possible case scenario. Now, Dolphins only going to have a few seconds left, really, but we are potentially going to go up 14-0 going into the locker room. And surely not even the St. Louis Sentinels could blow a lead like that. I should not have said that because I could be doing a poorly edited flashback later on in this video. If you see the Dolphins up 28-14 and you see my blood pressure going high, maybe some swear words came out, we're going to go back to this moment. But nonetheless, we're playing good. We should be able to get into this locker room unscathed. So they did get it to the 36 on a Tua Tagovailoa scramble. This is going to make it a very long kick for Jason Sanders. Does he have the leg? I don't know. It's going to be a tough one. It is true here in Hard Rock Stadium. So we don't go into the locker room 100% unscathed. Going to be 14-3, but you know what? I will take it. Dolphins do get the ball. First, though, okay, we're going to have a kick-off return. Maybe Jahan Dotson does something crazy. We'll probably just let it. Well, we are going to return this. So stand by, ladies and gents. Actually, don't. Okay, there we go. Officially halftime. So 14-3. I like our game plan. We chose to defend the medium, or no. Did we choose to defend? We defended the deep pass on defense. Passing yards 208, and I know we did elect to throw it medium as our game plan. So I don't think that we are going to change any of that. That has all looked pretty good. We'll stick with throw it medium, and we've pretty much shut down the receivers for the Dolphins for the most part. Okay, defense played good in the first half. Need some more of that in this half, please. There's Achane, who hasn't been able to get anything going at all. He is met there by Harris and only able to pick up 2. So we have definitely, if nothing else, stopped this running game. They want us to go nickel. Okay, they're coming out single back. I don't know if that's necessarily the best thing to call, but we're going to go with it anyways. Let's see if we can stop. This time it's going to be a play fake. Got to watch those receivers. Oh, it's throwing right to Kendall Fuller. Yes, perfect time. User pick from Kendall. That is his third, I want to say, fourth maybe, of the season. I mean, that was a terrible, terrible pass by Tua. A terrible pass indeed. Let's take a quick look at that one again. And he threw it well out of the reach of his receiver. Was that Hill? It was. It was Tyreek Hill. Kendall Fuller made a great play on the ball. Acrobatic leap. And just like that, Saints are getting the ball back again. So glad that we gave Kendall Fuller that contract extension, man. He really deserved it. We're going to go outside to Jahan Dotson, who catches it. Sam Howell playing pretty good in this one. 2nd and 10 here. Going to come out in a little slant concept. See who wants to. It's Samuel again. And that time, I don't know what happened. We had some pressure there from Emmanuel Ogbah. Sam just threw it into the dirt. Don't want to waste this great opportunity here, man. So we got to find a way to pick this up. I shouldn't have done that. Julian Love with his 2nd pick. That was 100% me. I will take full responsibility for that one. I just had tunnel vision on Terry. The route never got open, and I wanted it to be open. I tried to will it to be open. I didn't like any of the other routes, and it was just a bad placement. I don't know. I take full. Look, here's the thing. I'm not one of these YouTubers that just blames Madden for everything. No, I don't. Is Madden a perfect game? Hell no. Far from it. But I'm the first to admit when I make some mistakes. Adam Troutman, first time we called his name, I think. I'm the first to admit when I make mistakes, and both of the interceptions so far today, they've been on me. Last week against Dallas, I think that was some BS. I don't take much credit and or responsibility for that. But, man, Achane and Mostert, they just can't get it going. Chase Young is wrecking the game back there. Do we send pressure here? I think that we do. We're gonna. This could come back to bite me. I realize, got to watch Tyreek Hill. 4th and inches from the 50. Jartavius Martin called his name a lot today. We'll see what Mike McDaniel wants to do. He's going to punt it. We force the Dolphins to a punt again. Close. It was very close. Got to watch the fake, though. Are they going to fake it? They're not. Bailey is going to kick it. It's going to sail out of bounds at the 18. Defense stepping up for the Sentinels. We got to find a way to get some points here, man. We got to find a way to get some points. We're going to have Antonio Gibson block for us. Might have Terry or somebody on the drag. Of course, though, he's got Ramsey on him. And, oh, my God, dangerous territory. We just got to throw the ball away. Nothing got open. What do you do here? It's 3rd and 9. Logan. This could be Logan. It could be Logan Thomas. I think that we are going to put McLaurin on a drag because nothing else is working for him. We're going to put Brian Robinson on a wheel, but I kind of like Logan Thomas. If he can be, oh, he did beat his man, and the pass was not there. But how many chances are we going to get? It's only a matter of time. This feels like the Dallas game. Tress Way going to boot it away. It's only a matter of time before somebody cooks us. Nice tackle there on Tyreek Hill. But Dolphins going to flip field position. They're going to get this all the way close to midfield, to the 50. I want this clock to tick down so bad because we've held the Dolphins to 3 up until this point. But Achane, he cannot get it going. Jonathan Allen now probably has 30. What did he have at the beginning? 34 TFLs, 36. He's adding to that total. Now Tua changes it. Now he's going single back. We're still calling nickel blitz. We'll see what he wants to do. Going to be a pitch play to Achane. There's Chase, able to wrap him up again. How about Devon Achane? 7 rushes for -10 yards. Chase Young and Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne, they have just made his life miserable. We're guessing pass, we're shading inside, and it's going to be pressure on Tua. He is empty. So we could get this possibly, which we will. Yes, Jartavius Martin, who has so many sacks for a free safety or a strong safety, whatever he is. He's got like 3 or 4 sacks on this season. The way that our defense is playing, man, I feel like if we can somehow defy all odds and punch this into the end zone here, that could very well be game. We'll see what Robinson can do here on first down. Let's motion Terry to the outside just to kind of get the defense guessing a little bit. I feel like the longer we can keep it on the ground with Robinson, the better. He kind of got some decent blocks there for a minute, but none other than David Long, who's got about 70 tackles in this one, was able to make the stop. We'll come out empty here on 2nd and 7. See who wants to get open. I don't really like anybody. We're gonna, that is a pick. That's a pick from Deshaun Elliott. And oh boy, nothing was really getting open. All routes were locked up. I tried to lead Diami Brown. I realized it's tight coverage, but I tried to lead Diami Brown. Deshaun Elliott just undercuts the route and takes it to the house. Dolphins are going to go for 2 here. And you know what? It's about time to go to our PA crosser out of single back bunch. Oh, Tua with the keeper. Can Montez Sweat get him? He does. Nice tackle there by Montez Sweat. Tua with the design run. It doesn't materialize into anything. And now we have got to pay this off with some points. Okay, we're going to PA cross out of single back X bunch nasty. Need blockers to hold here, and we should have Curtis Samuel, which we do. That play is so lit. That's what the kids are saying these days. That play was lit. That play's sus. It is sus because Curtis Samuel is always open. 5 receptions for 106 yards. So now we need to try to find a way to get Brian Robinson going on the ground because we need to try to take some of the pressure off of Sam. Nice cutback by Robinson. That's what I'm talking about. Christian Wilkins is going to be injured, which is good for me. 2 minutes to go here roughly till the 4th. We're going to go draw play to Robinson. Nice little cutback there, but it is Jerome Baker again, who has just been playing great on the defensive side of the ball. He has been playing absolutely great, and he's kind of been a game wrecker to a degree. So 2nd and 9 here. We're in field goal range. Curtis Samuel and or Logan Thomas. We're going to need some time. Oh, it's Thomas. It's Thomas. And that was a terrible pass by Sam. But look at Thomas refusing to be denied. Wow. Logan Paul who? Paul Logan who?
Huh?
Logan Thomas is like, look, I'm your tight end number 1 right now. I'm your captain. That wasn't even a good pass by Howe. Somehow Thomas caught it. He broke 2 tackles, refused to be denied. Sam Howell's like, thank God I didn't get my 4th interception. Tua coming out empty, so now we can just hopefully pin our ears back, guess pass, shade over top, maybe get some pressure back. Oh, it's a design run. It's a design run. We're right there to snuff it out. Reeves, the backup safety, gets him. Could have been a lot worse for Tua, but it wasn't. It was a decent run. I mean, 3 yards, whatever. You'll take it. Now got to be cognizant of Devon Achane there in the backfield, who really has... Oh, it's a play fake. It's a play fake. I knew it. And there's Tyreek Hill. Got to be careful of the cheetah, man. It's only all it takes is 1 play. We'll see if Tua decides to snap this. I don't think that he will, but he could, and he won't. So, 21-9. Sentinels, listen to me well. This is your moment. This is your shining, defining moment. You have played 3 great quarters of football. Sam Howell really hasn't, but this game hasn't really been Sam Howell. It's more been me. And I will own that. But that being said, we're sending pressure. 1 more quarter. That's all we need. 1 more quarter. Achane continues to struggle. 8 rushes for... My man's averaging -2 yards per carry. And Chase Young has just had his number all freaking game. And now they want us to do all these prevent defenses, which I don't necessarily like. But whatever. Got to watch Tyreek Hill. We're guessing pass. We're shading over top because that's what you have to do. It's screen to Mostert. We allow a bit too many yards, but 6, I will take that, and now it's a big 3rd down. Not sure if they're even in field goal range here, so if we can get them off the field right here, that will be huge. Tua with the sack on Montez Sweat, and now they are surely out of Jason Sanders' field goal range. So how about Montez Sweat? Denied Tua Tagovailoa on the 2-point conversion, designed quarterback keeper, sacks him on 3rd down there, and surely they punt now, and they do. So this is looking pretty good for the squad. All we're going to have to do is bleed out this clock. This is going to be the time where I really want to see Brian Robinson get involved, because the last thing I want is a quick 3 and out. Also, Curtis Samuel, take a look at his stats. He's doing his thing. So let's see if Brian Robinson can do exactly what we need him to do. Cutback, opportunity, fights forward, picks up 4. Jerome Baker was the first to hit him, and he has just been all over the field. He has been a maniac in this one. Shout out to Shaq Leonard, the maniac. He's been a maniac in this one. I don't really like... We might audible this as well, and we also might flip the play. I realize I'm making a bunch of pre-snap adjustments here, but I did not like at all what the coverage showed me at first. So it was initially, cutback opportunity for Robinson. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now, Robinson, I'll show you what I'm going to do right now, because Brian Robinson has had this issue. Ball carrier, conservative. We do not want Brian Robinson to fumble this ball here, which he's done that several times. Now we bring out Antonio Gibson. So we are going to send Cole Turner, our 3rd string tight end, in motion. See if Antonio has the edge here, needs some blockers. No, he doesn't, because Raekwon Davis, former Texas Longhorn, got off his block and stopped us in a hurry. What do you do here? I don't even necessarily like this play call. I think we're going to put Terry on a drag and just kind of hope for the best here. See if anybody wants to get open. It might be Terry, but we were almost sacked there by who else? Jerome Baker, best linebacker in the league apparently, and didn't really take as much time off the clock as I would have hoped there. About 2 minutes roughly. Wasn't a great drive at all. Going to be a fair catch by Tyreek, and defense, hey, you played good for 3.5 quarters now. I just need you to do it for a little bit longer. Good news is the Dolphins can still score here, and we'll still get the ball back. They're going to elect, oh, wow, nice play fake there. And is that going to be roughing? Something tells me that could be roughing. I sent a pretty healthy blitz. No, it's holding. Okay. Look at that. Total defense, dead last in the league. But today we've only allowed 119 yards. How have we done it? I don't know. Coach Smalls was dishing out some illegal substances in the locker room, I think. Got these guys fired up. I don't have any other explanation for it. And there's going to be a quick dump off there in the backfield. Tua, what are you doing? It's a 2-score game. You're down by 2 scores. And you're just going to throw a little quick check down to the fullback. Now, 3rd and 22. All we need is a big stop here. Big stop. And that's a screen. What are you doing? You're going to go screen on 4th and 27. Surely they have to, and they can't. Okay, they cannot punt. They cannot punt here. How could they? It's a 2-score game, and nobody is guarding Tyreek Hill. I smell, or Jalen Waddle, I smell disaster. Got to get somebody out there quick. Where's Tua? No. Nice defense by Cam Curl. I almost lost my voice there. Nice defense by Cam Curl. How about this Sentinels defense? Oh, man, did they come to play. Hey, I'm in no rush to get this ball off, and I'm not even looking really for the pass. I'm going to give it to Robinson, and that's okay. That is okay with me. I'm totally fine with the field goal in this situation. So we're going to drain this play clock all the way down, kick the field goal, and then just hope that this time can expire ASAP. Got some win here in STL, so got to be mindful of that. Joey Sly should be able to boot this through. Pretty much a chip shot. And now it is 24-9. So, you know, it's Still a 2-score game, right? Because 16, yeah, still a 2-score game. But it's going to take a lot. It would take a lot for these Dolphins to come back, and time is not on their side. So 3:08 to go. Sentinels defense has been balling out. At this point, I just want our yardage to stay down, so we're not dead last in the league in defensive yards per game. So Dolphins are moving, but this clock is ticking. Father Time is not on their side right now, so we just got to make it 1:50, and the only way the Dolphins could win here is 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. 4th and inches. This is ball game here if we get this, if it's not already. And Tua with the play fake. Oh, had a chance to pick that. Going to be Elijah Higgins, the backup tight end, but it's okay. I mean, whatever. I don't, it's fine. 50 seconds to go. They need 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. Nice one there by Higgins again. That's only going to make our stats look a little bit worse. But barring an onside recovery and a touchdown with a 2-point conversion, we are going to finally get back in the W column. And oh, how I have longed to see that, because it's been a minute. It has been a minute. Need the hands team out here. Let's go ahead and lock this thing up, boys. Now, if you don't get this onside kick, I'm going to be sweating for sure, but that should be an easy one. Just stay down, Curtis Samuel. Ball game, Sentinels. And that will be ball game for your St. Louis Sentinels. 24-16. Limited a high-powered Miami Dolphins offense. Really did not call Tyreek Hill's name too often. Jalen Waddle, we called his name a few times. Completely eliminated the running game from Raheem Mostert and Devon Achane, and it was all around a good performance. I would still say that Sam Howell was the outlier because he had 3 picks, although 2 of those were definitely on me. So Sam Howell with his normal Sam Howellish stats, 296 yards, great. 51% completion, terrible. 3 picks, terrible. 2 touchdowns, good. But look at Tua. I mean, Tua didn't really do anything. He averaged 5.5 yards per attempt. His longest pass play was 25 yards. If you hold the Miami Dolphins to their longest pass play as 25 yards, you are doing something right. And look at this, Devon Achane, 8 attempts, -4 yards. Raheem Mostert only had 3 yards. Tua Tagovailoa was their leading rusher with 21 yards. And then receiving, Curtis Samuel continues to emerge as a star wide receiver. McLaurin had 3 catches, but they were all pretty much in the first quarter or first half. Jalen Ramsey pretty much locked him down. And then Logan Thomas had that key catch to keep the drive going. But look at Miami's receivers. Tyreek Hill, 2 for 33. When do you see that? Waddle, 4 for 43. It was just a defensive juggernaut performance. So that was a good one. Much needed. We're back in the W column. We improved to, what are we going to be? 6-7, I believe, if memory serves. We're going to be 6-7 on the year. And this division is still controlled by the Cowboys. And depending on what the Giants do, hopefully they lose and we're back in 3rd place. But we're gunning for the Eagles spot. The Cowboys spot might be a little bit too far out of reach. We got a bye as well, so let's just go ahead and simulate to the bye week. We're back in the win column, and that was a great performance from our defense. So bye week, discuss your team's plan for the bye week. What are we going to do? Go on some brotherly retreat, team building retreat? Coach, any special plans? Do we want plus morale? We want plus morale. We got to do plus morale because our team hated us after that loss a few episodes ago. So having our morale up will get our players' overalls up, hopefully. Our players won't want to leave the team anymore. Plus 10 morale is huge, and I just feel like we had to go with that option. We're going to have -5 awareness in the next game, which kind of sucks, but I think that the plus 10 morale hopefully will offset that. So, hey, we're now number 3 in the NFC East, ahead of the Cowboys. Got a couple winnable games coming up, LA Rams and New York Jets. If we win both of those and the Eagles start to lose some, who knows? Could be a late season playoff push. But that is going to do it for me tonight, guys. As always, I appreciate you stopping by. I will catch you on the next one. Until then, peace.